Hello everyone, welcome to Canteen Cup. My name is Scott. Hope everybody's having a good pre-holiday season week. Starting next week, Thanksgiving kicks in and I guess all hell breaks loose. Today is a continuation of Happy Wife, Happy Life with a sigh. Again, when you're homesteading, it always pays to get the other half on board, and sometimes that means compromises, sometimes that means concessions, and that's not the part I'm sighing about, but I'll get to that in a minute. As you can see behind me, we have gotten some sod, we have gotten some gravel. You can see there from some landscapers, and they did a really nice job, and I'm pleased with it. She's happy. We're all happy. This area on the other side of the fence I'm walking to, I'll give you a view in a second. That right there, they kind of leveled that out for us. Next year we are thinking of putting a garden there. Of course, to take more fencing, whatever, but that's what we've designated. The landscaper came in and leveled it, and so they did a really good job. And when they came, they noticed that we had about 20 tons of gravel in the driveway, and they offered to spread it for us, and they gave us a really good price on it. And in fact, all the work they did for us, they did very cheaply, and I'm, kind of happy about that part. But they went and they spread gravel. All this was not here before, and I think if you look, let me spin around slowly. If you look, we have a circular drive now, which goes around behind our house, which is something my wife always wanted. And they also went down our driveway between our home and the road and leveled that out and spread a bunch of gravel. And so all that work is now pretty much done. Probably, 6 months to a year, I'll have to buy another, truckload of gravel and spread it myself. But she's happy, and that's what's important. And she's getting the home the way she wants it. She's pretty content. And now we'll get to the sigh kind of part of it. I had designated some of this work as work that I wanted to do. Me and my tractor, me and John Deere. And I was actually looking forward to it. I like machinery like most men do, and I like driving my tractor. And I was enjoying the process of doing my own leveling and spreading my own gravel and kind of making my own way, kind of doing the me homesteader thing. And anyhow, it's all done now, and so I'm looking at it, a little bit disappointed, a little bit let down. I really wanted to do the work myself, but given the circumstances, you can't complain. They almost did it cheaper than I could do it myself. I mean, that's how quick and how fast they were. They actually had a Bobcat skid steer, which is way faster than me and my tractor, and they did a bang-up job. So I'm not at all dissatisfied with their work. It was very good, and in the future, if people around me need somebody to do this type of work, that's who I'm going to send them to. But there was that part of me wanting to do it and me wanting to kind of cut my own trail, so to speak, in the homesteading realm and do some of this work myself. Realizing that we can't do it all, because I have to, every now and again I have to get help. But I was just kind of looking forward to it. It was a pleasure that I had, that I enjoyed, and and now it's done. So now I have to think of other things I've got to do to, you know, appease myself, appease my homesteading instinct. But really, you know, that's rather insignificant because my better half is happy and she is content. And, you know, happy wife, happy life goes a long way in this world. And, you know, yeah, I've lost, you know, this concession a little bit by letting other people do the work, but it's allowing me to do other things, and she's helping me to get some things I need to do other jobs she wants me to do, which I'm also happy to do. And so I'm getting over this, but it did kind of deflate my sails a little bit. And you know, when you're doing the homestead thing, you know, part of it says, I did this myself, you know, or I did this with me and my friends and we buckled down. And you know, like I said in other videos, you know, part of it's the learning experience and the doing. And so there's plenty more for me to do, and I'm glad. Again, they did a great job. We've got all this sod in our backyard. Over the next couple days to a week, I'll be putting the fence up, and then once I get the fence taken care of and I kind of block the gates a little bit because they're uneven, I'll have a dog run. And then my dogs will have grass to run on. They'll have grass to do things on, and then they'll quit tracking mud into the house. And that's something, you know, we like to, you know, we want to minimize because this Georgia clay, it gets everywhere. And, you know, we're going to put, again, back in this area here behind the backyard, we're going to put some garden. And then probably for the winter, we're going to lay down some winter rye and let it grow to help kind of start holding the soil a little bit. So I'm really happy with the way things are. And, you know, I've got other projects. Now I can concentrate on finishing the fence. We're probably going to put a mailbox out in the front yard. We haven't done that yet. We use a P.O. box and really kind of prefer that. But it's a hassle not to have one, trust me. And so we're going to do that, and then I can work on starting to clear the back 40, so to speak, or the back 4.5, 5 acres, and start getting that ready for either gardens or orchards or animals. We haven't quite decided yet, but we're getting ready. And another thing I have to do is I want to remark my boundaries. I had a surveyor come in when I bought the property. He marked it, but they're wooden stakes, and those stakes are only typically good for a couple of years before they rot and fall apart. And so I'm going to go back through with short T-posts and drive them in so that we have definite boundary markers that we can use if we decide to fence in more of our property. I mean, we've got room here for goats and chickens, probably a cow if we wanted one. It's just a matter of getting everything ready to do the things we want to do. And so, you know, the homesteading, prepping thing is a constant, ongoing thing. Along with everything else we do, you know, we still work. And it's a lot of fun. And that's why I said, I say it with a sigh that, you know, this work was done, but really, it's a whole lot less I have to worry about now. And allows me to move to the next step of our homesteading project. So I just wanted to stop by, check in, and also too, I'm using a different video software on my phone. I was using Adobe Rush, which is for the phone. It's iPhone, I think Android too, but it's a video editing software. I've been using it for a while, but I've come to where it's just more hassle than what it's worth because I use an editor on my computer, and making the jump from one to the other really became a hassle. So this is the standard. I've gone to the standard iPhone video, and I'm trying it to see how it works in comparison. So that's another thing I wanted to try today. Well, that's all I got for everybody, and you all stay safe and stay secure. We'll see you.